Hello, I'm Michiko Hayashi from Emoto Peace Project in Tokyo. And today, I'm so happy I have Dr. Isabel Perez and Dr. Jun Shimizu with me today from the Seattle area in Washington. And welcome, Isabel, and welcome, Jun, to the Emoto Peace Project YouTube channel. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank
Thank
you. Thank you
you.
for having us.
Yes.
Okay, so let me introduce about you to our audience so that they will know what you're doing and who you are. Okay, I have biographies right here, so let me read it briefly. Dr. Perez, Dr. Isabel Perez, is an integrative dentist with over 20 years of experience. She promotes comprehensive oral health, knowing the connection between oral health and general health. Wow, interesting. What I wanted to say is she believes that the mouth reflects the overall wellness and focus on natural health and energy healing, utilizing her Reiki master skills to support her patients. Also, she has a PhD in integrative medicine, discovered that patients have better results when the treatment combines the best therapies of Western and Eastern medicine. This is really interesting, and I like that. And
Thank
Dr.
you.
Jun Shimizu, you were inspired by your family value of compassion, balanced diet, and natural healing in Japan. So originally you're from Japan, just like
Yes.
me. And June, Dr. Shimizu pursued traditional Chinese medicine in the 1990s, following his family background. In the 2000s, he expanded his knowledge to homeopathy, holistic medicine, and the bioenergetic field. And then after 2010, he started to integrate all aspects of medicine and healing into his practice. And now, currently, June, Dr. Shimizu is pursuing conscious medicine utilizing the philosophy of quantum physics and how a true integration of mind and body and soul applies to our health and well being. Wow. So now, welcome. And you can just talk about what you are doing right now, how you are working together, and what you're offering to people.
Thank
Who
you.
would like to start first?
Dr.
Thank
Pet.
you so much.
Okay.
So we met, Dr. June and I, we met almost 3 years now, almost 3 years ago when we were doing our PhD in Quantum University.
Mhm.
And that's where we got our degree in integrative medicine. And we started seeing with our own patients that people need more support and finding that connection that we have between the mind and the body and how the brain, our thoughts, our emotions, and everything around us is energy. So if we are energy, as you know really well with water and how
Mhm.
the water gets the frequencies from the emotions, we are 70% water. So our body is also reflecting the emotions that we have. Our thoughts are energy. And if our thoughts are mainly negative, that is causing some problems in our bodies.
Yes.
And a lot of people don't think that
Yeah.
that's the order. So
Mm-hmm.
you have positive thoughts, then you're going to have the positive consequences. If you have negative thoughts, then you have as well the negative consequences.
Exactly.
And this is something that we want to teach people and
Mm-hmm.
we want to empower people to take control of their health and well-being.
Mm-hmm.
We have the power within ourselves to be healthy and to enjoy the life that we want and deserve. One of the things that we're really concerned about is the youth
Youth.
and
Yeah.
younger generations
Mm-hmm.
are the ones that we need to be working on more
Mm.
because they're the future of the world.
Exactly.
So if
Yeah.
we can teach them and guide them,
Mm-hmm.
that will be our main mission accomplished.
Wonderful. That's wonderful. Yeah, because um, well, also youth also, but the parents are giving the environment, so the parents really need to learn the concept of what you're
Correct.
trying to teach. Yeah, that's very important and very beneficial for everyone.
Yes, absolutely. So just well said, the
Mm-hmm.
Michiko-san,
Mm-hmm.
that because children's, we grown up through the environment. Dr. Bruce Lipton says external environment dictates through the nervous system to
Mm-hmm.
turn on the gene to that's called epigenetic, right? So we
Mm-hmm.
want to make sure that their epigenetic expression is going to be the best version of themselves,
Mm-hmm.
which means that their environment, which comes from the parents and then
Right.
our society, right?
Mm-hmm.
So our passions, of course, is going to be used in the future generation, but we must start from the adult. We have to provide the consciousness understanding of how the water affects your body, how the
Uh-huh.
mind affects your body, and the nutrition, the movement. There's so many aspects that we have to take into consideration
Mm-hmm.
to create the greatest version of themselves. Yeah.
Wonderful. Yeah, so how do you, I know that from my own experience, or Dr. Emoto wrote the co-authored book with one of the well-known dentists in Japan, and he talked about how all the teeth are related to our internal organs, and I thought I never really knew about that until I read that book. But I mean, teeth can really tell, and it's so important to take care of the teeth, right? And you're
Yes.
integrating that with um, Western and Eastern medicine, and with the consciousness also, right,
Right.
Dr.
Correct.
Isabel?
The teeth, actually, the mouth, the tongue, the gums, everything around it, the bone has so much information. I
Wow.
also learned dental decoding,
Hmm.
where with the decoding, we can see what was happening with
Hmm.
our ancestors,
Wow.
because we carry on our DNA
Exactly.
information from our ancestors. So the teeth, they do have a connection through the meridians, through those channels, because we are energy. There's channels in our body, the
Hmm.
meridians, that they connect the teeth with the different organs in the body. So if there is something going on in one organ, then there is going to be something happening with that area of the mouth, or that tooth, or those
Mm.
teeth. And then the
It,
same thing with the tongue.
uh-huh, uh-huh. Interesting, because there's this doctor who passed away already, Harvey Bigelson.
Mhm.
Dr. Harvey Bigelson was the medical doctor, alternative medicine, the doctor of alternative medicine, who was doing the research on blood, and blood shows the same thing, and it shows the same thing as like from the all the information from our ancestors or parents, and the past experience of our emotion being hurt in the emotional wise and all that in the blood. And so I think it's so interesting that our teeth, mouth is showing. So I guess everything, I mean, in our body, we just don't know it,
I
right?
know, it is very interesting. I had a patient the other day, and with the dental decoding, I was able to figure out that a lot of the problems that we have in our teeth are related with emotions.
Mm.
So she had a little swelling on the lower molar, on the
Mhm.
gums, and when I did the dental decoding, it was saying that the patient was going through anxiety and some depression. And I was talking to her, and she was almost in tears. She said, I'm feeling lost. I feel like I don't have
No.
a goal and a purpose in my life.
No.
And I've been having a lot of depression.
Mm.
So it kind of started showing. So our body is constantly telling us that
Hmm.
there is something that is out of balance. So we
Mm.
need to listen to our body. We need to
Right.
pay attention, because everything is happening because
Hmm.
there is no balance or an
Right. Yeah.
imbalance.
So, Dr. Shimizu, how do you help people in your clinic?
Well, I think that in addition to what Dr. Isabel says, the relation to the teeth and the meridian. So this is very interesting that how we came to the, it's not nothing coincident, right? It's like we meet together between the science out of this teeth.
Mm-hmm.
And then meridians and acupuncture, those energy pathway as an ancient wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
So how we can those two aspects can marry each other is that there's a connection between the meridians and teeth, which
Uh-huh.
in a Chinese medicine we always say there's a macro scale of the body.
Mm-hmm.
Within the macro scale of the body, there's a micro scale of this system exists.
Mm-hmm.
So, for example, if you look at the ear can represent the entire fetus, where the different points in the area manifest in different organs and spines, right?
Right.
So
Yeah.
that's called the micro scale. Within that, as a network of an entire macro scale of the human body,
Mm-hmm.
just like a palm reading, which is a Korean acupuncture,
Mm-hmm.
palm itself representing entire body system. Then there's Chinese, often there's a reflexology, bottom of the feet, representing different organ system meridians, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
top of the head. So in the teeth as well. So basically, we have an entire network system in the body through the
Mm-hmm.
consciousness, through the energy pathways. Right? So we need to identify that what's their story, because everybody has different patterns
Mm-hmm.
based on the environment, from the early childhood.
Mm-hmm.
So that's not the best version of themselves. Often people say, I'm not that, I can be better. I
Mm-hmm.
want to transform into the better version of myself, right?
Right. Yeah.
Then we don't know that.
Mm-hmm.
So our job is that we feel passionate about uncovering those cell story, what goes on in their cells, and then we can discover their best version of themselves. So your quantum nature,
Mm-hmm.
their best expression that you can be. Then we can give you those tools to uncover those things, right?
Right.
So this is
Right.
where we feel so passionate about that using our skill sets, and then continuously we will expand that knowledge on that.
Mm. So, you can help. It doesn't matter how what age we are, right? The patients are. It doesn't matter how young, how old, or what age we are. We can always be. We can always heal ourselves and transform into the better version of ourselves, right?
Correct. Yes.
And that's something, that's how you're helping. And well, how what kind of service do you do? I know that you are working together and starting to do something like globally. Maybe if you want to start talking about that.
Yes, we are starting connecting with um, leaders in the communities
Mm-hmm.
globally because
Mm-hmm.
that's what we want. We want the leaders to be able to transfer the information and
Uh-huh.
teach their communities to learn how to become that best person that we all are with inside. We need to discover, go on a journey. And actually, we're starting tomorrow a 3 series webinar. Is going to be a free event,
Mm-hmm.
and it's called Journey to Your Quantum Nature. That quantum nature that Dr. June was talking about, that essence, that pure essence that we all are, we need to go and discover it because
Mm-hmm.
we have, with all that goes on in our environment, with this limiting beliefs that we create in our subconscious, we need to get rid of that. We need to,
Right.
it's like a diamond. We
Mm-hmm.
need to go and polish it and clean it and
Uh-huh.
find it.
Uh-huh.
So we need to remove all those limiting beliefs to
Mm-hmm.
discover that diamond, that
Yeah.
pure
Yeah.
essence
Mm-hmm.
that we are.
Oh, that's beautiful. I love that. I love how you explained that, because I was always saying, like, subconscious mind is something like onion skins, you have to keep peeling, because when I peel one skin, then there comes another one, and then you have to keep peeling that. And then finally you see the core of the beautiful thing that you have inside yourself. Until then, you just have to keep working on yourself. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
but diamond is really, it's a beautifully said. I love that.
Right. We all have those things, right? But then we
Right.
don't recognize because of those layers. Because I
Mm-hmm.
want to put the mat onto the putty on the mat on the diamond. So
Mm-hmm.
basically, once you discover, you can polish them. They're all
Right.
shining, right? Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
exactly.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful. So you're starting that new global program, starting when is the first day?
Tomorrow is actually, we're starting tomorrow.
Uh-huh.
This will be, probably will be continuing doing this type of webinars
Uh-huh.
because that's our goal to reach as many people as possible. And to be able to find that diamond within ourselves, it requires work from everybody. We
Mm-hmm.
all need to do an introspection. We have to go and look within ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
And then because we are quantum beings, it's not just, oh, I just get rid of this layer, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's multiple, we have to approach it in multiple levels. So that's
Mm-hmm.
why there are some conscious actions that we recommend people to follow. Dr. Jung can talk a lot more about it. He just wrote an amazing book, and he talks about it.
Yeah, yeah, please talk about that.
Yes. So in this book, this is for the we targeted for the business entrepreneurs,
Mm-hmm.
but to be the people who does business, we all adults have a different type of business, working for corporation or your own business. But if you're not the best part of you are the only asset to do anything you do, right? So you need to shine, whether your physical body, the mind, the vitality.
Mm-hmm.
So we put this as Isamizu 5 conscious action into this book to
Oh.
discuss about how we can do this 5 dose protocol
Mm-hmm.
every day to create a strong foundation to increase the vitality,
Mm-hmm.
clarity, right?
Mm-hmm.
And those aspects that can really able to shine. And of course, there's a many more other things that we are going to teach, but fundamental of this 5 conscious action, conscious breathing. So basically, you do this like a slow, breathing we talk about in here
Mm-hmm.
that allow us to really reset your autonomic nervous system. So
Mm-hmm.
then your nervous system can work like regulate each other, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then conscious hydration, exactly like the Dr. Emoto's work to talk about, how this you bring gratitude and thankful and love into the water, drinking water. So that going to influence to your entire biology and physiology, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then conscious nutrition according to your body type, very specific to your needs. It's not about this fad diet, the trendy diet. It is all about what really works for your system, and we can discover those things.
Right.
And then conscious movement, same thing, the resting according to your body type.
Mm-hmm.
And then last one is the conscious sleep and resting. We have a specific circadian rhythm can be different, depends on the way you live, depends on your body types.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to discover that uniqueness of you. So that 5 things gonna be the 5 conscious Islamist actions.
Wow,
Wow,
beautiful.
beautiful.
So you talk about that in that book. So how
Right.
can people find that book?
So it's in the Amazon US,
Mm-hmm.
UK, Canada, globally. So any
Mm-hmm.
place they can access the Amazon.com. So
Mm-hmm.
you can look at the brilliant breakthrough
Mm-hmm.
for the small business owners. This is the volume 4. This is a 4th series. So this is only the first one. This is a purple book. And you can see the #1 international and then US #1 bestsellers they got. So
Whoa,
so
good
many
for
readers
you.
around the world. Yes. So there's a 9 authors in here for the business. We're chapter 8, Isamizu Conscious Actions. Yeah.
Wonderful. Great. Okay. Well, I hope many people can really, really benefit from what you're doing because a lot of people, I should say, many people are unconscious about how they are living, what they are eating, how they are breathing, or how little they are breathing, and how what kind of words or thoughts they have, and everything that they are doing is really creating their own reality. And if they want to be successful, or if they want to be happy, it's always important to know what we are doing, how we are living, how positive, how we are breathing, and all that. So I think your book really covered all the important things for most of the people. So wonderful. Thank you so
Thank you.
much. Yeah.
Thank you. Yes.
Before we close, is there anything you would like to say? Maybe you can share something you really need, you feel you really need to, or website and everything.
Yes.
Dr.
So
Isabel? Uh-huh.
we want people to join us and just start sharing the knowledge. And if you want to go into our YouTube channel, you will see a lot of different videos, and you can go to our website, isamizu,
Mm-hmm.
isamizu.com. There's a lot of information in there, and there's a blog where you can read and get more information. There's also a test that people can take to do the body type to find out what kind of body they have and
Mm,
start with the nutritional that is better for their body.
mhm,
And they can go on Facebook, and Isamisu will be there, Isamisu Global.
Global.
uh-huh.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yes. So
Okay.
yes, well, we encourage people to join a movement because collective consciousness, more the movement you get, more the people has the right mind that can move the whole like big rocks and big
That's right.
yes. So
Collective
we
consciousness is
yeah.
making the electromagnetic field with the
Like,
positive electromagnetic field. And that's something that we really, really want right at this moment, also,
Right.
yes.
you know.
That's we're coming together between you and I, us together, and then
Hmm.
many other leaders coming together.
Yeah,
So
we're
this is
all interconnected with each
correct.
other.
Yes, we want to raise the vibration of the world.
Very much so.
Mhm.
Great. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Dr. Isabel and Dr. Jun Shimizu. And I hope that many, many people will visit your website, watch your YouTube, and visit your Facebook also. And well, thank you so much again to both of you. And thank you so much, everyone, for watching us today. And I hope I love you so much. And I hope everybody has a wonderful day. Thank you. Love and gratitude.
Love and gratitude. Yes.
Okay.